Hi everyone, it's Anya here again to talk to you about our roll-up wall ventilation systems, which are popular for both greenhouses and animal shelters. This ventilation system is a simple and cost-effective design that can suit many different types of buildings. A roll-up wall system will give improved control over the internal environment of a shelter, with the sides of a building being able to be fully open, fully closed, or partially open to suit your needs. Today, we will cover the basics of how they work and what parts are used in their design. Roll-up walls are sometimes also called roll-up blinds, and they are made up of 7 primary parts. The first part is the Easy Winder roll-up wall winch. The Easy Winder winch is operated by hand and has a 4-to-1 reduction ratio. It can wind up a 2-meter tall wall that is up to 50 meters in length. The winch is self-locking and will hold the roll-up wall at any height that you set it at. The Easy Winder winch travels up and down a steel tube called the Easy Winder guide pipe. This guide pipe threads through the roller guide that is part of the winch design. A horizontal roll-up wall tube is used for the full length of the roll-up wall and is a steel tube sized at 33 millimeters outside diameter. The roll-up wall horizontal tube has one swaged male end, so that each 5.8-meter length of tube fits into the end of another without the need for an internal sleeve. 16-millimeter panhead self-drilling tech screws are used to connect the roll-up wall tube together. There are typically 4 screws used per joint, or some customers will use rivets to join the roll-up wall tube together. We use polyweave reinforced greenhouse fill for the roll-up wall blind. Polyweave offers good wear and tear resistance and offers long UV life. To hold the polyweave onto the roll-up wall horizontal tube, a clip called a poly clamp is used. These clips are black in color and are approximately 100 millimeters long. The poly clamp half-round clips snap over the polyweave and trap it onto the roll-up wall tube. You would use one poly clamp every 750 millimeters, but please read the instructions when fitting the poly clamp, as they require 3 wraps of the roll-up wall material to secure the poly clamps in place. At the top of the wall, there will be the Duralock clipping system fitted for the full length of the top rail. This Duralock is what the roll-up wall will be hung from. The Duralock will hold both the roll-up wall polyweave and also the white exterior screen cloth at the same time. The roll-up wall does need to be retained against the poles of the building so that it does not swing out and away from the building in windy conditions. To retain the rolling blind, you use a white knitted shade cloth on the outside face, and this is for 2 reasons. Firstly, it retains the roll-up wall blind against the structure's poles, and secondly, it limits access of driving rain, whilst also restricting insects and birds from easily entering through the sidewall vent when the roll-up blind is open. We use and recommend white-colored shade cloth because it offers minimal shade to the interior. The ends of the shade cloth are held with a vertical bar at each end. The roll-up wall can also be operated by the Redpath Auto Winder winch option. This is an automatic winch and will open or close the wall to a temperature that you set. This automatic control gives you peace of mind monitoring of the environment and is handy if you are not always able to be present at the building's location. The Auto Winder winch is powered by a 24-volt DC motor and gearbox, and it features a built-in adjustable limit switch so that it stops automatically at the top of the wall and also the bottom of the wall. The Auto Winder winch will comfortably operate up to 48 meters of roll-up wall blind. Auto winders can be set up to operate on a manual switch by your electrician, or it is quite popular to include a Redpath Auto Winder controller to monitor the internal temperature. The Auto Winder controller option offers a simple set and forget control system with an easy-to-set digital temperature panel readout. A temperature sensor is included with the controller. You only need to supply the suitable wiring. The controller will operate up to 2 auto-drive roll-up walls. Single-phase power is required to feed the 24-volt winch, and as always, it is best to use a qualified person for any electrical connections. Roll-up walls will commonly have an opening not greater than 2 meters, and this is because taller openings can sometimes be overexposed to wind load, and this can place too much pressure on the roll-up wall components. Roll-up walls can wind down to ground level, however, they may not seal fully at ground level, and also the winch handle requires some clearance near to ground level. The roll-up wall blind requires that post spacing behind the wall be at a maximum of 3 meter centers or closer. Prices for all the components required to build your own roll-up wall blind, as discussed here, are shown on the RedPath website. Or for more information on the roll-up wall design, you can email us for a design guide drawing at the address shown here. Or free phone us on this number shown here. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it of interest. Please like or subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram pages so that you will then receive the latest information from us at RedPath New Zealand. Remember, RedPath products are built stronger to last longer. Bye for now and have a great rest of your day.